Love them or hate them, the Tate brothers are back, and this time, they've touched down in Florida. Andrew and Tristan Tate have been two of the most polarizing figures in the modern world, admired by millions, yet despised by just as many. From their meteoric rise in wealth and influence to their dramatic legal battles and media blackouts, the Tates have remained at the center of controversy. But why are they so loved? Why are they so hated? And more importantly, what does their recent arrival in Florida mean for their future and society as a whole? Stay with me until the end, because we're about to uncover everything. The real story behind their fame, their struggles, and the undeniable impact they have on today's world. And trust me, what you're about to hear might just change the way you see them forever. It all started with kickboxing. Andrew Tate, a four-time world kickboxing champion, first gained recognition in combat sports. But it wasn't long before he realized that real power didn't come from the ring. It came from influence. Alongside his brother Tristan, he transitioned into the business world, making millions through online ventures, cryptocurrency investments, and their controversial online program, Hustlers University. Their message was clear: financial independence, self-improvement, and breaking free from societal constraints. They preached discipline, confidence, and the ability to take control of one's life, concepts that resonated deeply with young men across the globe. But their rise wasn't just about business, it was about defiance. They spoke out against mainstream media, governmental control, and societal norms that they believed were designed to keep people weak. Their blunt, often politically incorrect opinions on masculinity, success, and the modern world fueled their rapid ascent. Social media became their battleground, and millions joined their army. But with influence comes scrutiny, and soon, the mainstream media turned their attention toward the Tates, painting them as dangerous figures promoting toxic ideals. And from there, the war began. The backlash was swift and relentless. In 2022, Andrew Tate was banned from nearly every major social media platform. The reason? His statements about gender roles, wealth, and power were deemed controversial, sparking outrage among feminist groups and mainstream media outlets. But the bans only made them more popular. Supporters saw them as truth-tellers, silenced for speaking against the system, while critics viewed them as dangerous influencers leading young men down the wrong path. Then came the real storm: legal troubles. The brothers were arrested in Romania on charges of human trafficking, rape, and organized crime. The media went into a frenzy, labeling them as criminals before a trial had even begun. For months they were detained, forced to defend themselves against allegations that to this day remain highly debated. Was it a justified investigation, or was it an orchestrated attack to take them down? The case was riddled with inconsistencies, and many saw it as an attempt to silence them. But despite the legal battles, the hate campaigns, and the repeated attempts to erase them from public discourse, the Tate brothers refused to fade into obscurity. If anything, they came back stronger. Despite their controversies, millions of young men continue to see Andrew and Tristan as role models. Why? Because in a world where traditional masculinity is often criticized, they stand as a counterforce. They preach self-discipline, financial freedom, and mental resilience, values that many believe are being stripped away in modern society. To their supporters, the attacks against them aren't about morality, it's about control. The Tates challenge mainstream narratives, and for that, they are targeted. Their rise to fame represents a shift in cultural power, where social media can create influencers more powerful than mainstream institutions. And that makes a lot of people uncomfortable. But beyond their influence, their real impact is seen in the lives they claim to have changed. Thousands of men have spoken out, saying that their mindset was transformed because of the Tate brothers. Whether it's improving their finances, getting in shape, or gaining confidence, many argue that their message has had a real, tangible impact. And that's something the media doesn't like to acknowledge. Whether you agree with their ideology or not, the impact of the Tate brothers on society is undeniable. They have sparked conversations about masculinity, personal responsibility, and the importance of financial independence. They have inspired thousands to pursue entrepreneurship, fitness, and a mindset of self-improvement. But at the same time, their extreme views on women and relationships have fueled intense debates about gender dynamics in the modern world. For better or worse, they have changed the landscape of social influence. Schools, universities, and even political figures have been forced to address the Tate phenomenon. Some see this as a step toward empowering young men, while others believe it's a dangerous cult of personality. But one thing is clear, their voices aren't fading, and their ideas are spreading faster than ever. Now, after their battle with European authorities, the Tate brothers have landed in Florida. Why Florida? It's one of the few places in the US that aligns with their philosophy of personal freedom and limited government interference. Their arrival has sparked speculation. Are they here to rebuild their empire, expand their influence, or simply escape from European restrictions? With social media bans slowly being lifted and their podcast gaining millions of views, it's clear that the Tate brothers are preparing for something big. Could they be planning to take over the US market? Will they start a new movement based on their ideology? Or could this be the start of something even more ambitious, perhaps even a political move? There are whispers that they plan to host large-scale events, rallying supporters to stand up against the systems they claim are designed to control the masses. Whether or not these plans come to fruition, one thing is certain: the world isn't done talking about the Tates. Final thoughts. Love them or hate them, the Tate brothers represent a major shift in modern influence. They've been banned, arrested, and ridiculed, yet they continue to dominate conversations worldwide. Their arrival in Florida signals a new chapter, one that could redefine their legacy forever. But what do you think? Are Andrew and Tristan Tate misunderstood truth-tellers fighting against the system? Or are they dangerous influencers leading people down the wrong path? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We'll be following the Tate brothers' next moves closely, so stay tuned for more updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
That's why I'm top G. If they were to say to you, you have to go on a racetrack and race Tate in supercars, you'd be like, shit, I have to race Tate. You have to go in the boxing ring and fight Tate. Shit, I have to fight Tate.